Scruffy Audio Network.
Hey guys, welcome back to Literally Headlines.
Literally headlines.
Literally
where
headlines.
the fresh news comes in.
It's been a while, hasn't it, guys?
Yeah, like
2
5
weeks?
years.
Yeah, just a while.
I've graduated.
Okay, Audrey.
I have a
Okay,
mom now,
okay,
I have
Emma.
Kids.
Oh,
Emma Chamberlain.
Emma, is that you?
okay. Some people say I look a bit like Emma Chamberlain. It's hard to see, but
I can see it.
I don't
Yeah.
know. A little bit. I don't really know who she is until like
I
5
don't really
minutes
know
ago.
who she
Yeah,
is either.
I
Until
don't
you were
watch her
like, I look
YouTube
like
videos.
her.
you said you watched her videos.
No, I
think her
don't.
videos are kind of dumb, but
And there goes all our followers.
yeah,
It-
sorry. Just kidding. I think she's
Is she one
so
of those
awesome
vloggers
and
that's like?
cool and Tumblr and hip.
Is she kind of like Jake Paul? She's like, oh my, it's everyday, bro.
Yes, but like the girl version.
The girl Jake Paul. That's impressive.
Not really. I don't know. I haven't watched Jake Paul, and I've
She
only
watched
watched
one
like
video.
You've never
one
seen
of her
Jake
videos.
Paul?
I don't watch YouTube. It feels like a waste of my time.
Jake
really
Paul's
is.
amazing.
Yeah, and I watch a lot of TV shows. Could name like a lot of comedies, and I've probably seen them. You guys ready for ASMR? About to take a
ASMR?
sip of my tea.
Stop. Okay.
That's
All right.
cringy.
All right. So
We
the
went to
last time,
Pride Fest?
5 years ago. Last time we were here.
2 weeks ago, Audrey.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How was that for you guys? We had a lot of fun.
We
It was
did have a lot of fun.
blast, Yeah. and
Knoxville.
I
really brought
felt
it.
I felt very out of place until I put myself in my place.
Yeah.
that was pretty entertaining to watch.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Why
so
don't you share? Yeah.
for everybody out there, I was there with one of my best friends, and we looked like the two straightest guys you've ever
That's
seen.
why I said that
They
to
were
walking
everyone.
around.
They were wearing like khaki shorts and Vineyard Vine shirts.
Well, mostly
Yeah.
because nobody was wearing any clothes.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
looked very fratty. So I decided that it was a good idea to take off my shirt and just go with the flow.
And his khaki shorts were already pink.
Yeah, they were pink.
So yeah.
I got hit on 3 times.
Was it
He-
3?
New
yeah,
record.
it was
He
3.
loved.
It
He
was
loved
3.
it. He loved
Loved
it.
the
though.
attention.
He
Yeah,
loved
I
it.
liked it.
He called his brother.
I did call my brother.
And
He was
bragged
pretty proud
about
of me.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But
we had a lot of
it
fun.
was really
It
really
was
cool.
a great time.
You know, we didn't really see like many protesters too, which was like really
No.
cool too.
Yeah, I didn't see anyone.
Yeah, and like
It was very
there were
calm.
churches there too, but they were
Mhm.
like
They were-
spreading love.
they
and
were all,
stuff.
like-
Yeah.
and they gave us water.
Oh, they gave us free
Oh,
water
yeah,
like
free water.
twice.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I got free
That was
water
good.
multiple
It
times.
was really toasty there.
It was toasty.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
gave him to you all more than me.
Mhm.
They liked you all more.
Yeah. Well, and the World Cup.
Ooh,
That
yeah.
was crazy.
Crazy.
Who won? Is it over?
France won.
France.
Today.
I
Yeah.
didn't expect that.
They won 4-2 against Croatia,
Mhm.
which was like huge that Croatia went to the final because they're the second smallest country ever to play in the final
Wow.
after Uruguay.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so it was really awesome how far they got,
Mm-hmm.
and that game was incredible.
It was crazy.
Yeah.
I didn't watch it.
I only watched parts of it with my brother.
Yeah, I mean 6 goals in the final of World Cup is pretty crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did you see those people like run onto the field?
Yeah, there were 2 streakers, but they
Were they
weren't
streakers?
naked.
We weren't sure if they were streakers
Yeah.
or not.
They need
So,
to stop.
They ran out onto the field, and everybody, like, I was kind of like aggravated about it
Well,
because
then all the soccer players were playing so weird because they were like, "Wait, what just
they
happened?"
were like,
Yeah.
And
why
you could
is this
tell.
guy on the field? So I wasn't too happy about that because I wanted them to just keep playing because that just wasted time.
Yeah. That does waste time. That's like we have something to do. Like first, we
Can
need
you
to get
imagine
done.
being one of those guys? Like, I wonder if they're like guilty or if they're just like, "Nah, man, we did it.
Yeah.
We did it. We interrupted the World
We did
Cup
it."
No.
final."
In 2014 in Rio, another guy did that, and he was like a YouTuber, and he got
Sick.
naked and ran on the field.
Why do you want
And,
to do
no,
that?
but everybody knew it was gonna happen. It was like he told everybody, he was like, "I am going to run naked on the field at the World Cup final," and he did it. I guess it's just a thing now.
well,
Whew. Yeah.
The
Well,
yearly streaker.
we're just gonna dive right into some headlines.
Some literally just headlines. All right, so this is kind of sad. You might
Oh.
have heard us a couple weeks ago. We talked about Blockbuster.
Oh yeah,
Blockbuster's
it's one of
amazing.
like yeah, the
So-
blockbusters.
Blockbuster currently has 3 stores open in the U.S. Hey guys, we're currently live streaming, so
yeah.
people
Yeah.
are watching this.
How
yeah,
many people are on there? I don't know.
I
We
can't
can't
read from
see.
here.
Looks like 1.
Xavier.
Oh, ooh, maybe.
Okay.
But there are 3 stores open in the U.S., Blockbuster stores right now, 2 in Alaska and 1 in Oregon.
Classic
Oregon.
Oregon.
Yeah, the
Yeah.
2 in Alaska are closing.
No.
So
Oregon will be the last standing Blockbuster, but the owner, they like privately own this Blockbuster. Apparently, they go just to like Target to get the new releases and go
That's
to
pretty cool.
Costco to pick
Just
up all
buy
the
the
snacks
movie.
because it's cheaper than they can barely afford to stay in business because
Yeah.
they're not a part of the franchise anymore.
Mm-hmm.
But they seem to think that they can stay open longer.
Yeah.
And that they have like a steady
Yes.
stream of regular customers. But the 2 in Alaska,
Well,
they're going
Alaska is
under.
just like
Darn you,
What
Netflix.
else are you gonna do?
You heard about John Oliver kind of helping him out and giving them like the Russell Crowe merchandise that
really.
so they
Really? I didn't know about that.
John Oliver
Yeah.
bought some Russell Crowe props from movies and like advertised it on his show and then donated them to the Blockbusters in Alaska to give them publicity.
Oh,
But apparently it just wasn't enough.
nobody
I
likes
feel like
Russell
there's a
Crowe.
better thing to donate to.
Nobody likes Russell Crowe.
But where are you gonna put
Save
like,
the Blockbuster.
I feel like he put the Russell. I mean,
but I don't know.
maybe it wasn't a donation. Maybe they should take away
My
Russell
best
Crowe.
memories as a kid are going to Blockbuster like
Mine
on Friday
too.
nights. That's the best.
The
Yeah.
summer they had like some summer thing, and you could come in and get like movies
Well,
for
and it-
discount. And my mom would always like get whatever you want, and
it
was
wasn't
like,
even too long ago either.
No.
Like what? 5 years ago.
2013 was when they closed.
It started going downhill.
Yeah.
That was sad.
Redbox is just the worst too.
Redbox is the worst.
I can't stand it.
You know what's the best?
What?
iTunes. Just like
Okay.
being able to just like get a
Okay.
movie. That's the best though. That it
Okay.
is nice how convenient that is.
Yeah.
Okay, well, we're going to go on to one that
Some seagulls.
yeah, this is an article I got from where did I get? Sky News, and
Sky News.
at first it sounds funny, but then once you read more of it, it gets really sad. So off the southwest coast of England, there have been seagulls like walking around like they look all like disoriented and confused, and turns out like they're like drunk, like they're like drunk seagulls, like dozens. They found like 30 like different like seagulls that are just like
Oh gosh.
drunk, and they like smell like alcohol, and they're like putting them in their like cars, and like these like
Sebastian.
they smell like cars. The cars smell like pubs and everything. And the sad thing is like most of these seagulls are dying from the how that much alcohol they're like
They're so
ingesting,
little.
and it's
That's
and I think they're
That's
thinking
so
it's because
sad.
like pubs and stuff and alcohol places they're like they're like throwing out waste in places where the animals can like feed off of it, and where they're like going to eat it
That's so sad.
and drink it. But one of the like scientists said it was like they're having rough hangovers after a goals night out. I was like,
Stop.
stop.
Goals night
that's a
out,
goals
GNL.
pun.
Mm-hmm.
That's great.
That
It's
pun
just
is
like-
goals.
Oh, it's so
Get
sad.
it? Like goals.
Oh yeah,
Sorry. Yeah, that's really sad. I
It's
love
so
animals.
sad. but like it's also kind of funny. I don't know.
It's a toss up. The ones that die, it's not funny. The ones that don't die, it's hilarious.
It's like the birds, like they said that one of the like scientists says like the birds were like struggling to stand, and they were like walking like they were like they were like
That's
drunk.
pitiful.
They're literally drunk.
Well, I
They
mean,
can't control it.
At least they weren't driving.
Okay.
Or they were
Audrey.
flying.
No flying while under the influence.
they're flying. What if they had signs
they
for
get an
birds that say no?
FUI.
FUI.
And flying under the influence.
flying,
I bet that's a thing.
flying under.
Do you-
well, yeah,
do
if you're a
you-
pilot,
Oh, okay, yeah.
you can't fly an airplane. What would you ask Chris about? Chris loves dogs.
dogs. Yeah, he wants to be a vet, so
Oh, he does.
yeah.
Miss Chris.
He works at Lang's Animal Hospital. in Target.
ugly dog?
He loves animals.
Chris was at Pride. You might have you met him.
He's a tall guy.
You better answer. I was just texting him.
Hello.
Miss Chris.
Yes.
Guess what?
What?
You're on a podcast.
Hi.
Hi, Miss Chris.
Hold on. Let me step outside.
Okay. Have you?
All right. I'm good.
Okay.
Hello,
Well,
guys.
welcome to Literally Headlines.
Welcome, Chris.
Hey,
um,
guys.
We've been
Hi.
talking about some really fun stuff on this episode,
Some
And
good
some
stuff.
sad stuff.
and yeah, some
Like-
sad stuff. Oh man, I really don't want to bring your night down if you didn't already
Oh,
know this.
gosh.
Okay. So, do you know the world's ugliest dog?
Zaza.
No, I don't. I think I've heard of her.
He or she.
I think it's a he.
He's a bulldog with this really a really long tongue, and he's really cute. And
He just won World's Ugliest Dog.
he won World's Ugliest Dog. I think he's really cute though.
Although
You
your dog
you
could
would
run
too,
for it.
yeah. But unfortunately, he just passed away.
Oh, God. Like today?
Like
No,
like
like-
3 days ago, I think.
Yeah,
That's really sad.
yeah.
Yeah.
So
Bad, sad stuff.
yeah.
Do you like ugly dogs, Chris?
Yeah,
Is
we
he
were
just
gonna-
like old?
Yeah, he
He
fell
was
asleep.
9.
Or,
Oh, bad.
oh, he was only 9.
He was only 9.
Oh, well,
Mm.
we just we know that you love animals and you want to be a vet. So
Yes.
do you like ugly dogs? Like, do you think they're cute?
I love all dogs. I don't think there is an ugly dog.
Ah,
Love
like
them all.
but like homely dogs.
homely dog, like my dog Ralphie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't he cute?
Yes.
Chris, can you tell us do you have any
Adorable.
fun dog stories to lift up our moods?
Miss Chris?
Oh,
Chris?
sorry. I cut off for a second.
Oh, you're
I
good.
couldn't hear you.
Audrey asked if you had any fun dog stories to lift up the mood a little bit.
Fun dog stories.
Like anything at work.
Or about
Um,
Sally?
Oh yeah.
I just took Sally. She rode with me. Went to Starbucks today.
Aww.
Because she loves, and we got our drink, and she started barking at the barista who was handing me my order,
Oh.
and the lady was like, "That is such a cute dog.
Aw.
It looks really similar to my neighbor's dog." And so we talked for 3 minutes and held up the line. I kind of felt bad.
That's amazing
So,
though.
but anyway, long story short, I'm pretty sure that her friend's dog is related to my dog somehow. So
That's so cool.
I have to go back to that Starbucks.
Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
meet the other dog. Get Sally to have a play
Sally,
date.
I think Sally and Chris look
Yeah.
alike.
That's actually
Yeah,
kind
the
of true.
same.
Yeah.
They are the same.
People
Yeah,
say
you should put our picture. Let's show the audience.
Send
oh,
us. Send
yeah.
us your
Send us
picture.
a comparison picture of you two and we'll post it on Instagram.
Okay,
All right.
I will.
Well, thanks for answering, Miss Chris. Everyone,
You're
this is Chris
welcome.
Lemons on the line.
The lemon.
Hey guys,
Hey,
bye.
that's Shamblong. Bye.
Bye.
Well, on the topic of animals, so
That was
this
aggressive.
rescued bulldog won the world's ugliest dog contest.
Wait,
He's so cute.
so
I'm
you
not
need
gonna
to
lie.
see this dog.
Aw.
Look at him.
I love him.
Oh my gosh.
I love ugly
We will definitely
dogs.
post it. That is the longest tongue I have ever
Right?
seen. We will definitely,
Right?
we will definitely be posting a picture of this
I
dog.
love ugly
Hold on,
dogs
let's
so
see.
much.
So this is the world's ugliest dog. That's pretty awesome.
I mean,
But
I
it
love-
turns south really fast.
oh no.
What?
Because a week later, the dog died.
No,
In its sleep.
Sebastian. In its sleep.
It was sleeping and it died.
From what?
It just died. in its
You
sleep.
let me get through all of that about telling you how much I love that dog.
I'm
Then
attached
tell me.
now.
So this dog is dead now. It's Zaza. I think that's it. Yeah, Zaza is dead.
Ian's actually
He-
distraught.
I'm about to cry.
She's
He was cute,
he's
but
ugly.
now
I love homely
time is
dogs.
over.
So do I. My dog is kind of.
Your dog's really homely, and I love it.
He's not ugly. People say he's ugly. I wouldn't take it that far. He's scruffy. He has a
Mhm.
beard, and his fur is really crazy. He has this fur loss problem, so he doesn't have fur
Oh yeah.
under his armpits or much on his stomach. He's just the cutest thing. His name's Ralphie.
my
I love him so much.
Well, my old-
We
Doesn't have
rescued
any
him.
fur.
my old dog
anywhere.
that we used to have, his name was Simba. We had to put him to sleep a
Simba.
couple years ago. But we were driving back from Dollywood, I think, one day, and my mom was like, let's just stop at the shelter, just look around and it's fun. And so we stop, and she we were like walking around, looking around, and she sees Simba, and she goes, "That is the ugliest dog I've ever seen. I want it."
That's how you got Simba?
Yes.
That's the best story.
And he's wonderful.
When we got Ralphie, we were going, so we got him from Small Breed Animal Rescue, because we like small dogs a lot.
Oh yeah.
And we had found this one on their website that was like this little puppy, and he was really cute, and his name was Leonard.
Yeah.
And we were like, oh, we want that one. And then my mom like emailed like, hey, we want to buy Leonard. And they were like, hey, she told them like our schedule and stuff, and they were like, well, he's a puppy, so I think you guys are too busy to start having to have a puppy. And we were so sad, but they invited us to like go to PetSmart where they were having a fair with like all the dogs. So we went to look at other dogs, and that's where I met Ralphie. He was 3 months old, and he like fell asleep in my mom's arms, and
The cutest.
he is so cute.
So are you glad you didn't get Leonard?
Yeah, he probably found a better home,
Yeah,
a
he's
good
a
home.
puppy.
Yeah,
We
he looks
get
kind of like a
also-
pug.
We get most of our dogs are like homely. We have one dog that's like really cute, I think.
Wait,
Like
Jessie
we've
or
never had a
Rex?
cute dog. Jesse. Rex is ugly.
I think Rex is cute.
Rex is one of my dogs. He's on Prozac. So like if that describes how he is.
Ralphie gets stress dandruff. Like anytime
No,
he gets stressed
Rex
out, he
is-
just turns white.
Rex is graying. Like he has gray hair
Really?
because he's so nervous and like stressed out all the
How
time.
old is he?
He's not that old, like a couple years maybe, like 2 or
What?
3 years. He's stressed out all the time.
I just love
He's
dogs.
medicated.
It's like, where'd my ball go? Where'd my ball go?
No, we call him Cujo sometimes because like after a certain point at the night he gets really mean, or if he gets like a toy or something, he will kill you.
Ooh.
So we're like
We've
Cujo.
gone a little off topic here, but it's
But it's
okay.
fine.
That's okay.
It's for dogs. Oh, I have good dog news actually.
Oh, okay. Well, okay.
My
Last
other
thing.
dog, Mia, she's like,
Oh, yeah.
she's 9 years old, and she had like these lumps, and she had to get surgery last week, and because they were removing the lumps to test them and see if they were cancerous, and we got the results the other day, and they're not cancerous, and she's okay. So
Good job.
just good dog news, because I love dogs so
We just
much.
talked about a sad dog news actually.
Yeah, so that'll
now
just
happy said.
yeah,
Happy
bringing
dog
it
news.
up, bringing it up.
All right. What's the next
Oh.
article? What's the next headline?
All right,
Ian?
so there was a soccer match in Australia, Canberra, I believe, and a kangaroo decided to come on the field and just chill out in front of
Chilled?
the goal. Yeah, and he would not move. There's a picture of him literally like laying in front of the goal,
Oh
and
my
they were
God.
kicking.
That's awesome.
They were kicking like soccer balls and everything, trying to get him to leave, and he was just like chilling
Nah.
out, like I'm not leaving, bro.
Nah, man.
He's
If you
part
know
of the
me,
game.
you know I love Australia and kangaroos. So
Oh
I
yeah,
saw that and I
Avian
was like,
loves Australia.
I think kangaroos are so cute, but the article said that like I don't know if you guys know this, kangaroos are like very looked down upon in Australia. They're kind of like deer here.
Oh.
People think they're like pests and stuff.
Oh,
I think they're
really?
adorable. Yeah, but they're apparently the people were not happy about the kangaroo interrupting their.
Well, probably
Soccer
not
match.
though.
Yeah,
That'd be
mean-
so cool though.
If a kangaroo interrupted my soccer match,
I'd be
first
okay
off,
with
I'd be
it.
surprised that I
He's
was
the
playing
new goalie.
soccer.
True.
Because I don't play soccer. Second, I'd be like, wow, the zoo got broken into or something like that. Because
I'm gonna
You
eat
know
a
that.
cracker now.
can you please stop?
ASMR.
Ew, this is not an ASMR podcast. No, I turned down that idea.
I didn't. That was Sebastian's idea.
Crackers.
With the ASMR podcast.
Toasty. All right. So that was all about kangaroo
Nah,
soccer.
man, chill.
So now to like
More
the
on soccer
big
news,
story.
but like serious soccer news that most of you have probably heard of.
the
jump
Thailand soccer team getting
Yeah.
trapped in the cave.
This like really freaked me out. Anybody else?
Well, and the
This is
crazy
wrong
thing
time to be
is,
chewing a cracker.
Yeah, I know.
I'm so sorry.
we talked about this last time, like in the first like day that it happened. We talked about how they got trapped in the cave and we didn't know how long it was going to take.
Oh yeah.
And
I forgot
now,
about that.
I don't remember talking about that.
now they're finally out, and
It took
it's
2
really
weeks.
crazy. Yeah, it took 2 whole weeks.
Mhm.
Like, just imagine like going in one day, because they said that they were doing it like they were celebrating one of their friends' birthdays, and then they went into the cave, and then they just couldn't get out.
I know. Well, it was like monsoon season, right? And
Yeah.
then there was
yeah,
flash floods.
and that's just terrifying, especially because they're all middle schoolers, right?
Yeah,
Mhm.
they're
so
young,
the ages
yeah.
was between like 11 and 16. That's what I read. And also, my sister said that they're planning on making a movie already. About
Yeah,
it. That's
they-
like
they
coming
already
out
have
in
it.
December.
Whoa, that's so quick.
Yeah.
they already have it like down.
I mean, that movie's gonna make a ton of money.
it's gonna
but,
be
like,
cool.
December?
I know.
Do you mind?
Like, sure, it's July.
Yeah. Whew.
I know. It freaks me out so much because I've been actually like been into like caves before. Like I went
The
to
same
camp.
one?
No, but I've done like I went like crawling in caves before like
Yeah.
that because I went to camp and there was like that option.
Yeah.
And so that just like scared me
Yeah.
so much. And like to think that they had to like dive down and like swim their way out.
And there was part of like when they finally got to rescue them, I know there was part of when they were swimming out where they couldn't have like anyone else with them giving them directions. They had to like go through by themselves. And imagine being like an 11-year-old
Yeah.
boy,
Yeah.
especially since some of them couldn't swim.
And being like in there for like a
No,
week or a week and a
yeah.
half already.
And it's like having to go through that cave while it's filled with water.
hmm
Mm-hmm.
That's terrifying.
And they had to like drink the cave water and everything.
Yeah.
It's just so sad.
Did you see that like Elon Musk sent like a tiny like one person
Oh yeah, he's gonna send a submarine
capsule.
yeah.
and they didn't use it,
Mm-hmm.
and he's not really offended by that because they like didn't know if that was gonna work. But that's so cool that like he took his time to
Mhm.
make something for them
Yeah.
as fast as possible.
But I mean, it's kind of a happy ending because everyone, all the boys lived in the coach, but then there was the
there was one death. It was
Yeah.
like a
The U.S.
Thailand.
Navy SEAL.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Or was he?
I
He was,
think-
I just heard
Was
that
he
he was
Thai?
a Navy SEAL.
Oh, okay.
I think he was
Oh,
Thai.
exactly.
Oh.
Yeah,
That's
but
so
he
sad.
died
He
with
ran out
lack
of
of
oxygen.
oxygen in the cave, which is really sad. But I mean,
And thinking about like you're like diving down to save these people, and then you like run out of oxygen, and you like know
That's
that you're not
terrifying.
gonna like make it.
that's terrifying.
That's awful.
Because it wasn't it like 8 kilometers? It was like 8,000 meters is
Yeah.
like what?
Yeah.
Like probably
don't know. They
four
don't teach us
four and a
the
half
other-
miles.
All we know is the
1
metric system.
kilometer below the surface.
Wow, that's actually really deep.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's 3,000 feet.
I can't imagine like coming back from that, and I can't imagine like ever being okay after something like that.
Like imagine those parents.
The parents and the
yeah.
kids. I mean,
That's
if that were to happen to me,
terrifying.
because they're our age,
Mm-hmm.
there's some like close to our age. I don't know like how I would come back from that.
I bet it's gonna be something that they'll never forget.
No,
They won't
they're
be
gonna
able
be
to.
claustrophobic probably. My dad's claustrophobic. Aren't you, Dad?
Yes.
We went to the Ruby Falls. No, not Ruby. It was
The cave.
the cave that's near here. I don't remember what it's
Uh,
called. Not Ruby Falls.
I know
'cause-
the
no, yeah,
Lost
no, it
Sea.
is Ruby.
Oh, the
Yeah.
Yeah, it is Ruby Falls, and they have the cave thing, and then Paul couldn't do it because he freaked out.
No, those things scare me.
they are
Like,
actually scary.
having to crawl in between rocks is like no, thank you. I can't do that. No.
I went when I was 3. My family went to Mexico, and this is kind of like a funny story, but just to pick it up for a second. But we went on this like, it was like some kind of cave thing. I don't know. I was 3. I barely remember this, but we were on the bus riding there, like on some kind of bus, and hey guys,
No one's watching.
I don't mind. Hey.
They're missing out.
Yeah. We were like riding on the bus, and I heard the bus driver talking to someone. Not me. He was just talking. He was like, you know, the legend of this cave is that if you touch the wall, you'll turn into a zombie overnight. And so, of course, I was 3 years old, and I was terrified. So we get to the cave, and there was like this fun little pool area outside of it where all the little kids were playing. And my mom and dad were like, no, we're going inside the cave. And I cried the entire way through. And then
That
my
man
brother
scared you.
my brother pushed off of the wall with his hand, and my mom was like, Reed, don't touch the wall. And so I thought they all knew about the legend, and I was like, oh my gosh, he's gonna turn into a zombie. It was so bad. But then I went when I went to Belize over spring break, we went cave tubing and like these old Mayan
Cave
caves.
tubing.
Yeah, it was actually really pretty. It was so cool.
That sounds really chill.
Yeah.
Like just tubing through a cave.
Yeah, it was like very slow, but
Mhm.
That's cool. Is it
Mhm.
cold?
it was really like cool and nice. Yeah. Because it was so hot in Belize.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That does sound really nice.
That was spring break. Yeah.
Sounds like a really nice time at the end.
Thanks for
Sounds like
listening
really
to my
nice.
story. Just thought I'd pick it up with a funny story for a second.
Yeah.
Now some more A's.
But you know, my thoughts and prayers are to the families of the people
Yeah.
and the Thai boys and all that. Hi, we're on live still. Hello.
Is anyone watching?
Yeah, they are watching.
Someone's
There's somebody
watching.
on there.
Oh, should I see who it is?
Sure.
No, we're doing a podcast. Get up. I'm here.
865 Mo.
Mo.
Hi, Mo.
I was like like I don't know who that is.
Welcome to the podcast.
865 Mo. Go follow Mo. Okay. Stop eating the toasties. What's next?
I'm hungry.
Okay. This is me. So I found this article from Sky News, and
Sky
it's about
News, Sky News.
So there's a man in Minnesota who is serving two life sentences for murder. No, he's serving life for 2 murders. He killed his who he kill? Hold on. He killed his half sister, and then he killed his lawyer.
Oh my god.
So he's serving for life for 2 murders. This was in 1982. Stop it. But so recently he's been running for the U.S. Senate, and the crazy
While
thing
he's
about
in
it,
jail?
yes, in Minnesota,
You can
and
do
there,
that?
yeah, there's like apparently there's like nothing that like prevents you from running if you're in jail.
That's
it's just
true.
like you just have to live in a
The only
certain place and like be a
qualifications are,
certain age.
Where you live, your age, how long you've been in the United States.
Remember we talked about this
Yeah.
in AP Gov
Mhm.
because we were choosing we ran presidents for like fake presidents for like we ran people for the president.
We
And
definitely
did,
won.
We did Forrest Gump, but then someone else in our
What?
class did Walter White. You were
You
not.
were in my
you
group.
weren't in my group. Someone
Oh.
else in our class did like Walter White, and we were all like, "You can't do that because he's a felon." And then she was like, "No, it's fine."
Yeah, she said it was cool.
But in 1992, he received 14,500 votes. And then in 1994, he won 4,000 votes.
So
Who
he,
is
he
voting
keeps
for
going.
him? I would love to know.
I would
14,000
vote for
people
him.
are
Why
voting
not?
for a man that is in jail.
Sebastian?
I mean,
And
that would
like
be
I think
historic.
the Minnesota like government is trying to like prevent this from happening anymore, but like they're like one vote for him should like not happen ever. Let alone
He murdered 2 people.
14,000 people
Is he
are
running
voting
ag-
for him.
is
So
he running
does
again?
He does it every year, I
I
guess.
don't think he might. I think he probably like every
Where
time
does
he
he
Every
get
can.
the
election.
money to... Does he even campaign, or is he
Who
just
knows?
like,
He's
nah,
probably
I'm putting
just
my name
like-
on the
No,
ballot?
you just need 25 signatures and you get your name on the ballot.
How are 25 people like allowing this to happen?
Probably like a family member. Well, I mean, he killed his half
He's 75 years old.
Oh.
Isn't that just so terrible and so just ew? That there like are 14,000 people that are crazy enough to do that.
Yeah.
Is too much.
Well,
Man.
nobody in the
Jumping
country
into-
crazy enough to vote.
All right.
All right, Sebastian, we're gonna get into our favorite segment of today, which is our
Pride
Criminals. We need like...
Is that the new intro?
Yes, I'll do that every time.
For criminal masterminds. You have one this week too.
I do have one this week. So, a few days ago, July 5th, this lady
Mm-hmm.
climbed the Statue of Liberty in order to like protest like
yeah.
immigration, like ICE, like all the ICE
Oh,
laws.
all the immigration stuff.
Mhm.
Yeah, I heard about that.
And I just thought when I first saw this headline like pop up on my phone, I was like, that is awesome. Like, I mean,
Really? I was
she,
just like,
she
okay.
climbed the Statue of Liberty. That's so cool.
Yeah, that's really cool to me too.
But then
far
the
did she get?
scarier part, they had to like evacuate the entire island because in case of like a terrorist thing.
Yeah.
Oh
But-
yeah, I could see why I would do that.
Yeah, she did it to protest like migrant family separation. Like I got this article from CNN, and I don't know. It's really interesting how she
Is she going to jail?
did go to jail.
Like for how long?
I don't know for how
she
long.
probably got... out on
I
bail.
don't think it would be that long. I mean,
I don't know,
trespassing.
trespassing, but it's like there could be.
Is
other
there?
things
Do you think there's a
involved with it.
rule like there that says, "Hey,
Yeah, don't climb the Statue of
don't
Liberty?
climb the Statue of Liberty"?
Most
Probably,
likely.
like most likely, I would bet.
Well,
It's a very old statue.
if they didn't,
There's
then-
definitely a sign. There's definitely like people like on it. Like I think there's probably security.
There's also probably something,
How hard? How
something with
how-
treason. Do you
how-
mind?
How
Treason?
high did she
Audrey?
get? How high did she get?
well, she got to like the top of the base.
That's
So-
not very.
No, well,
But
I mean,
you actually, you still have
you
to
still
climb.
had to climb quite a bit.
Oh really?
So like this is how
yeah,
far
that's
she
a
got.
lot. Look
So-
at her. She.
Yeah, she got to the foot of the statue,
Okay.
which is still pretty cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so
Wow.
that's my criminal mastermind.
Yeah, all this, like protests, like protesting
There's been a
ICE
lot
and
of yeah.
immigration issues. It's crazy. It's
Mhm.
like really good though, because I think a lot of people are
Yeah.
realizing how bad things are. Like we talked about
Yeah,
last
I
time.
actually
but
like.
Mhm.
Yeah, I really don't agree with any of that stuff that's going on.
yeah, I mean, it's
I've been like hearing a
crazy.
lot more about it after we've done it. After we talked
There are
about it.
kids
Yeah.
who, once they've been returned to their parents, they can't recognize their parents. Like what?
Really?
Yeah. What kind of trauma does a kid have to go through to not recognize their parents after weeks? Like,
Sitting
Yeah.
in cages.
Well, they're probably young too. You know.
yeah, but still,
Yeah, like a lot of them are under 5.
Mm-hmm.
but still, it's just wild to me.
Yeah, that's awful. Okay, on to one that's a little more. I guess it's not like light. Like it's not light. It's still kind of terrible. But this was from Fox News. And when I read you the headline, you're going to be confused, but I'll explain. So, an armless Miami man was charged with stabbing a Chicago tourist. So, first
Sounds
off,
interesting.
so
Let's
let's
talk
Do you
about
mean
it.
armless as in
he doesn't have arms.
He doesn't have arms.
Oh, so it's not that he is missing one arm.
He
just
doesn't have any arms.
Okay.
So this man, his name is Jonathan. He's 46 years old.
His name is.
And he actually used his feet to hold scissors and stab this 22-year-old named Caesar.
So he did stab them.
Yeah, no, he stabbed him with scissors.
How do you stab someone with your
with
foot?
his feet? He's actually a well-known feet painter in Chicago or Miami or wherever
What?
they are, or I don't know where they are.
Very specific, Audrey.
That's
I know.
kind of crazy.
He stabbed
Such
him
great
with his
news.
feet.
I mean, if you can do that, I mean,
However, so the Jonathan told the police that he was lying down, and then the guy came up to him and kicked him in the head, and then he stabbed him, and that's why he stabbed him. But then the other guy says that they were asking him for directions, and then he just stabbed him with the scissors.
what?
So
Oh,
there's
man.
2 different stories here, and it's a whole thing.
Where did he get stabbed? Do you know?
His arm, so he's fine.
His arm.
With
and
a
the
man
guy-
that had scissors in his feet, just
Well, that's what I'm thinking. He had to kick up there.
oh yeah, he got him good.
That's impressive, honestly. Good for
Yeah,
him.
that is
Like,
impressive.
That guy's
Mhm.
flexible.
Well, he doesn't have arms, so he's probably gotten used to it.
So he's a homeless guy? Is that what you said?
I think he's homeless. Or he might not be homeless, but he was on the streets
He was on the streets.
painting.
And he stabbed
sells
somebody.
paintings because he paints them with his feet. That's what he's known for.
Awesome.
Okay, but him stabbing someone is not awesome. Let's just
No, that's not awesome.
Okay, it was a
but-
pair of scissors. It's not like he got out a machete.
No, okay, but think
That
about
would've
it.
been
Just think about that in your head. Somebody stabbed a man
with a
with his foot.
yeah. Criminals
That's-
these days, look at
That's
their,
so
the
impressive.
skill. This guy's smarter than half the other ones we've done. So
Yeah.
That's true. That's true. I saw
in Florida though.
yes, it is. I looked it up. It was Florida. He's in Florida.
Florida man.
I'm
I
not.
heard on.
After we've done all this, I'm not moving to Florida because everyone
Yeah.
there is obviously not the
It's
brightest.
always this is actually a different segment called
We should
White Old
change
Florida
it
man.
to
I heard.
Florida. What are you doing?
Okay, so I said I didn't
What's
have
in Florida's
a
water?
criminal mastermind story, but I just remembered I heard this on NPR the other morning, so I'll share.
You
But
listen to NPR.
these what'd you say?
Just continue, Emma.
Okay. So these 2 guys, I forgot where it was, but they were trying to get a free ride on a train. So they hopped on this train that was going
Classic.
really fast, and then
in Florida.
I don't remember where it was.
Oh.
That would be funny if it was in Florida. And then they couldn't get off the train, and there was no way for them to get on the train safely, and they were going so fast, and they were in a lot of danger. So they called the police,
What?
and the police had to stop the train, and then they got arrested for free riding.
Classic.
Yeah,
Dummies. What's next?
lots of criminal.
That's pretty funny
masterminds.
though.
All right. So this one is
You
a
have
little,
another one?
a little obscure. It's not criminal mastermind, but
We're done with that.
Yeah, this is more of
Goodbye.
a world record. So
What?
the man who holds the world record for the longest fingernails, he has been growing them out for 66 years. Just
Since he was
What?
14.
since he was 14,
Why
I
would
also
you?
read this
he
article.
just cut his fingernails.
Why would you make that your hobby?
He had to be flown to the U.S. and I forgot where he was from. But he had to be flown to the U.S. and they had to take a saw to his nails to cut them off.
Yeah.
Guess how long his fingernails were.
60 feet.
That's insane. No,
No, 6.5 feet.
6.5 feet. Audrey
Because
read
I
the
read this article.
This is also from
What?
NPR,
Yeah.
but whew, that's just crazy. The picture of him is so scary.
I
too.
know. I hate that. But he's
Yeah.
damaged. You can't use that hand.
Yeah, he can't open it or flex it or anything.
This was funny. I remember reading. It said that he started growing out his nails when he was 14 because his teacher got mad at him for accidentally chipping his nail.
How do you?
Oh,
And so then he
yeah.
was like, okay, fine.
Yeah, but apparently he like leads a normal life.
Yeah.
He has a wife and kids and a job.
I just don't know how you do things with
He
that.
looks like Wolverine, but
You don't
a
do
curly
things.
Wolverine.
but like they're kind of gross.
yeah.
How
like they're
do you
not
do that?
clean. They're
No.
really like
Does
really
it?
gross.
Do you think it's light? Like you have to pick it up with like
No,
a
hold on.
stick.
It's literally scary looking. It looks like a snake skin.
How
Yeah,
do
like
you
I didn't think
walk?
the picture was real.
No, me either.
So
but it's
weird.
like gross.
But
Who's like, here's what I'm gonna do. Stop growing. Stop cutting my nails.
Why is that somebody's hobby? That's my question.
how did he not like when he was in the early process? I
Not-
just don't see how anyone did that. Can you imagine him going to college and his nails are like
He's like, I'm here for my interview, and he's like dragging his hand.
really though?
Oh,
It's so scary. It
it
doesn't
kind
even
of
look
looks
real.
like a unicorn.
I know. It's just really.
How do you like walk around like if they're dragging behind you, or if
I
they get
don't
like
know.
caught on something? I feel like it would
Didn't
just like
the
rip
man with
off.
the longest beard like step on his beard and break his neck, and that's how he died?
I don't
That's-
know. That's
I'm pretty
interesting.
sure that's. Or
How
maybe
do, how do you make it
that's just
curl
something.
like that? That's
Ew,
cool.
ew, ew.
Wow.
Maybe he
it kinda-
just moved him.
It looks like a snail.
They look thick.
I feel like we shouldn't put these pictures on our
We're
Instagram.
not going to because we're probably
because
copyrighted.
It's scary, but look it up if you have the time.
Maybe
Or don't like, or
May-
don't.
maybe
look it
we can
up.
just
like.
put
I
his-
don't suggest.
It
we can
looks like
just
it's
put
from a
his
horror
hand.
movie.
We can just cut.
If you feel
him
like
out.
ruining your day, look up these pictures.
Yeah. All right. So moving on to another kind of serious topic.
Oh,
Supreme Court.
see, I don't know about
So-
this, so you guys can describe it to me.
Well,
They're more
You wanna start,
political than I
Sebastian?
am.
I will start. So Anthony Kennedy is retiring from the Supreme Court, and that's a pretty big deal because Supreme Court is like generally should be for life, and like these guys,
They don't usually retire.
they don't usually retire.
Oh, so that means
So that means Trump gets a
Donald
pick.
gets to pick one.
yeah, and that's like huge
That's huge.
This will be his second pick, and
because that's for life.
yeah.
Mhm.
Like whoever he puts there, which we'll get to in a second.
Well,
Yeah, you
and-
know what? I got a 5 on my AP Gov test, so
You did?
I got a 4.
I got a 3.
you got a 3.
I got a 4 in A push.
I got a 5 in
3
A
is
push.
good.
You
We
had
all
a
did
5 in
well.
A push. Hey, high five! High five!
High 4. Here, you do 3. I'll do 4.
And I'll do 5.
Did
No.
you do A push?
No,
No,
I
they
don't.
can't take it.
I'm taking it next year. Next year. I'm
Okay, guys,
taking-
this is boring
okay,
stuff.
Sorry. Yeah, we don't talk about school.
Well, so you'll remember how the Republicans in Congress like kept Obama from using his last Supreme Court pick
Oh,
back
yeah.
when
Mhm.
Yes.
yeah, you remember
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
So here in this article by CNBC, like it kind of talks about how this could be the case again for Democrats to see maybe to
Uh-oh.
hold this and postpone it until the end of this next midterm election. But I don't know, this is kind of crazy because I don't know, like the Supreme Court is for life and there's going to be
Do you know why the guy
this is
retired?
like I mean, he's old.
Oh, he's just old. What about
Yeah.
Ruth?
Yeah.
What was her name? Ruth?
He was
Ruth
in here
Bader
for-
Ginsburg.
Yeah,
43
she
my
is.
mother.
years.
She's old.
Yeah,
Love
but
her.
we love her.
It says here 43 years
Wow.
Ruth has been there forever.
and 30 years on the Supreme Court. That's crazy.
That is wild.
Yeah. And
So
then
then-
Trump's nomination,
Oh yeah, who's he nominating?
Brett Kavanaugh, which I actually have not looked into him much.
No.
I do know he's pretty conservative. I've kind of
Oh, probably.
kept away from a lot of the news recently just
Yeah.
because.
Yeah, there's a lot
There's
of news
always a
right
bunch
now.
of stupid stuff about like. There's so much stuff about all this stuff and Trump and everything. I just kind of
Well,
ignore it after a
That actually
while.
reminds me. I kind of want to talk about this thing that happened this week. So
Oh,
Trump-
Oh, in England, Rhea
Trump-
told me she didn't want to talk about it.
Trump was just in England, and this is amazing because these guys in England made a 20-foot tall angry Trump,
Trump
baby
blimp.
blimp.
Oh my god.
Coolest thing in the world. Like that's just awesome. Like
yeah.
that's not a waste of money. That's like amazing.
Man,
And
but you
there's
should.
T-shirts with them.
Have you guys seen the pictures from this protest?
For Trump to go
Crazy.
to England?
Yeah,
That's
it was
really
crazy.
It's like more than his inauguration, which that's not that hard to beat, but
But I thought it was the
Crazy.
biggest inauguration of all time.
I actually know I know the fiddler player. I know the fiddle player or the violin player that played at Trump's inauguration.
You know him?
Yeah. Paul knows him.
interesting.
What?
hmm He's a really good musician.
Is it the guy at Market Square?
No.
Oh.
No, his name's I forget what his name is.
But yeah,
He's
it's
really
just-
great, but I don't know. It's just some parts of the movie thinks that's just kind of ridiculous. Like,
There's just so much news nowadays
cares
that
that
it's hard to
much?
bear.
Yeah,
yeah.
I'm like a news person.
Yeah, was that like us trying to like transition?
Oh, yeah. I can't bear this conversation topic anymore.
All
We
right.
should-
Okay, are we gonna move on from this? I think that's a good
Yeah.
idea too. Hold
or
on.
else I might end up cubbing.
Stop
someone.
it. Okay, we're gonna end on a high note because this is hilarious. So the title, I got this from NPR, and the title of it is just "Bear Hot Tub Margarita." So basically,
What?
a bear
What?
just like walked into the backyard.
A bear walks into a bar.
A bear walks into a bar. This bear just walked into the backyard of some man in California, and he just jumped into the jacuzzi,
That sounds
which
like
was
a nice
like it was
little
like
swim.
a cool, it was like a cool jacuzzi, so like the heat wasn't on it or anything.
Really?
And he just like jumped in and just like cooled
Just
off,
chilled?
and then knocked over the margarita and just like drank it.
This
it's
in
like,
California?
yes.
That's like the
And he
most
just, like,
California
chills-
thing
but
ever.
if you
Yeah,
look,
that really
like if you
is.
look it up, there's a video, and it's the best video you'll ever see. So I highly suggest watching it.
Was
if you
it
wanna
like
brighten
their
your day.
security surveillance?
No, the man was like in the backyard, and then he just like whipped out his phone, and he was like, "There's a bear.
There's a
just
bear.
in my jacuzzi."
That is
That's hilarious.
amazing.
That reminds me of the woman who like broke into someone's house and took a
Yeah,
bath
that's
eating
what reminded me
Cheetos.
too.
Yeah.
But like, I wouldn't be
But
mad
this one
about
is a bear.
this.
Yeah, you wouldn't. Yeah.
Although,
So I'm using a Goldilocks.
have you guys ever
backwards.
like seen bears? Because we live in Tennessee, and so
Yes.
Yeah.
I've been really I've been really close to bears like 3 times in my life. One time, this is like my scariest encounter, and my mom was mad at me because we went to a cabin in Gatlinburg, and I was sitting on like the front porch, on like the porch swing, like just like on my phone, like listening to music. And then this bear just like walks down the path, and it just like walks like a little bit up the stairs and just looks at me, and I was like, I'm sorry,
Freaking
like
out.
I'm like,
Oh
I
my
was like,
gosh.
please leave, and then it just like looked at me, and then he just like
He
looked
walked
away
away.
and walked away, and I was like, oh my gosh, and I walked inside, and I was like, Mom, I saw a bear, and she said, Audrey, why didn't you say anything? I hate you. I hate you so much. And she's like, I never see bears. And I was like, it's because you're the loudest person in the room always.
That's
Terry."
hilarious.
And she was so mad at me. She said, why didn't you text me? I was like, I was not about to move. I was not about to let this bear kill me. Sweetheart.
That is scary though. That's pretty cool.
That was my favorite bear. That's my favorite bear
how old
encounter.
are you?
I don't remember. I was like, it was a long time ago.
I have one just real quick.
Okay. Faster.
I tried. So I went on a church retreat, I think my freshman year, and I don't know if you all know Olivia Haley, but no, I was in 8th grade. Olivia Haley had just moved here, and I didn't know her that well.
Mm-hmm.
And she was like on the retreat with us, and I was with my 2 other really good friends. It was kind of awkward because we didn't know Olivia that well. Olivia and I are like best friends now.
Yeah.
But we were on that one
Have
day.
we called her?
No, I don't think she wants to be called. She would not like that. But
No, she wasn't.
you do this thing called the Jacob's Ladder at Wesley Woods. Oh no, sorry, the Giant's Ladder. There's
The
also a Jacob's
Jacob's
Ladder
Ladder.
in the Bible. But and it's like this really large ladder, and it's like 2 people, and you have to like get all the way up, and it's super high up. And Olivia and I were doing it, and we didn't get like that far, but while we were up there, this bear cub runs like so close to us, just through the forest, and we're like looking down, and everyone's like, bear, but we're like safe because we're like up high, and we were just
Well,
like,
I mean, you have people like
wow.
like hooked up to you though, right?
Yeah.
What if they had run?
yeah, I don't know. We were just like, wow, look at the view, and we just saw this
Look at the
cub
bear.
run literally so close to us. It was crazy.
Well,
That's
where was the
freaky.
mom?
Yeah, where's the mom?
We don't know.
Close.
Yeah,
Oh, shush.
That would be scary.
yeah, it was cute though.
Yeah, it would be cute.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
All right, guys.
Shishtars.
It probably will
Oh.
be a hot minute before our next podcast because school's about to start
Summer's
and we're all
crazy,
super
yeah.
busy.
So school's about to start.
And I need to start on my summer homework. Haven't done
Same.
that.
Haven't started.
Have 3 books to read.
Same.
Shushers.
I have 2.
Yeah, that too.
Shushers.
But anyways, if
That was a low note. She was
we
on a high note.
Audrey and I are currently doing a musical at Knoxville Children's Theater.
Oh yeah,
Aladdin Jr.
Aladdin
You should come
Jr.
see it. We
musical.
still have
2 more weekends.
12
like
shows.
a bunch of shows.
12 shows left, so
Come
go to
see it.
KnoxvilleChildren'sTheater.com, reserve tickets.
Yeah. It's
I'm
fun.
stage managing, so I just do the sound, so you won't see me. But
I'm the
by
genie.
I'm
sound.
in. Audrey's in the show.
Audrey's the genie. Whatever.
Yeah,
What?
classic.
So come check it out. Yeah.
ASMR.
We're
Oh,
not
wait,
ASMRing.
let me end.
We do this.
I'm gonna
we
end on
do
a
this for
cracker.
like every podcast.
I'm gonna end on a cracker.
Next episode, we're just doing ASMR. Ew.
Toasty.
I hate that.
That's all.
Ew, my laugh is so ugly. Okay.
Oh.
Oh, he's not here to play the playoff music.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey, hey,
Hey.
hey.
Ooh, what you say? Oh, that's your
No, stop,
ring.
stop. Copyright.
Oh, I ended it.
You
That
get
way, that's not
copyrighted
that.
for that? Fantastic.
We're waiting for you.
To
so
play
that
the
we
song.
can- Probably kangaroo. He's not gonna answer.
He is.
Oh, did you text him?
No.
Okay. Shush or Alex.
It's unavailable. I can call Lauren because I was gonna call
Oh,
her
yeah,
last
you can
time,
call
but she
Lauren.
didn't pick up. She was sad when.
Think
ended up
of
not
it.
calling
She would like the
What's up?
Hey,
Hey. Hi,
Alex.
Hey,
How's
Alex.
it going? Welcome to Literally Headlines.
Hello.
he is not excited.
He is excited, right?
So excited.
I can tell.
I can hear the enthusiasm
Yeah, me
dripping
too.
from your voice.
Yes, I'm sure you can.
All right, so there was this crazy awesome thing that happened a few days ago, and I'm going to let Abby Ann tell you about it.
Okay,
Oh, wonderful.
so
He's not excited.
recently there was this soccer match in Australia, and they had to stop the game because a kangaroo came on the field and just laid down in front of the goal and would not move, even after they threw like soccer balls at him and stuff. He was just chilling
Who's
out.
chilling.
Yes, I heard about that.
Did you really?
Classic.
Awesome.
So now
Yes.
He's a
the
soccer
question
boy.
for you is, Alex, if you had to choose one animal to play on your soccer team, what would it be?
Oof. Okay.
Okay.
Well, probably choose. Am I supposed to describe?
Uh-oh.
We can't hear you.
What's going on?
Can you hear me?
Now we
Yes.
can.
Okay. I said I would choose a flamingo.
A flamingo?
Ooh, the long legs.
Yes. Yes, long legs, and he pick up the ball and carry it around the defenders. So,
He can fly with it.
yes, they are big enough to carry the ball, and they have big enough legs too. See, I would choose like a falcon, but they're too small. So
And also,
See,
flamingos don't lay down.
yeah, that is
So
a great
Their head's
point.
always in the game.
Yeah.
Yes, you got to get your head in the game.
Yes.
Well, that's a really good choice. I like that.
But I mean, wouldn't the kangaroo be a
Thank
pretty
you.
good goalie? Just laid in front
No,
of
I
the
don't believe so.
goal.
I
They
believe
can
you're
kick-
wrong, Audrey.
It's
I
too
believe
stubborn.
I'm right, Alex.
Well-
I don't think you are.
Alrighty, well, thanks for being on the podcast today, Alex.
Thank you for being so excited.
Oh yes, I'm so thoroughly excited to be on this.
Why is he talking like
It's
this?
a real honor.
Okay.
I don't know.
All right. Goodbye.
Alrighty, see ya. Is this Lauren Wall? I mean,
Lauren Large.
Lauren Large. I remember Lauren Large.
Oh, yeah.
Hello.
Hello,
Miss Lauren.
Hey, Lauren.
You're on Literally Headlines.
How's it going?
Hey.
She's happy.
All right. I have a
She
question for you. Are you ready?
Yeah, I'm ready.
Okay. What would you do if you walked in your backyard and there was a bear in your hot tub drinking a margarita?
Oh my. Probably wear my best leggings, my best long sleeve shirts. That way I'm protected. And then I guess I grab a LaCroix and sit in the hot tub with him. Make a new friend, I guess.
That's a really good answer.
That works.
The
Thank
reason
you.
we're asking is because
This happened
this happened
in
recently
California.
in
to a man
California. A man was in his backyard and a bear got in his jacuzzi and there was a margarita sitting on the side and he knocked it over, then drank it, and the man filmed it. So
Oh, well, I'd get the bear another drink because that's like abuse if you give him alcohol, right?
I don't
Yeah.
know. You gotta
Bring him
give
some
him-
water.
You have to give him some coffee.
Yeah, I give him a coffee, a juice pouch, something like that.
juice pouch, always a juice pouch with
Lauren.
Lauren.
Amen. Abby Ann never has juice pouches, but I always do.
Just
And
expose me to everyone.
LaCroix. I
Oh,
hate
yeah, I
those
will.
drinks.
Oh, we love LaCroix.
I don't
In
like
this
them.
house, we love LaCroix. Sorry.
Amen.
Amen.
I don't like
All right.
them.
Well, thanks for answering, Mom. That was a really
You're
good
welcome, Mom.
response. I'll see you tomorrow.
All right. Goodbye, my lady.
Bye, my lord.
Hey,
I'm like a different person.
Oh,
now.
I
Right.
know. It's like
All right. Are we
I
done
she
now?
said I grab a LaCroix.
Bye, everybody.